Hey everyone, this is Ryan from AltaUnity.com. I just reviewed the Modelo case from Spigen SGP for the Samsung Galaxy S3, and in this video I'll be taking a look at the Neo Hybrid case for the Galaxy S3 as well. The Neo Hybrid case incorporates the same high quality TPU material that the Modelo is made of, but it takes things up a notch and incorporates a interchangeable polycarbonate frame, and that helps for a better fit and a little added protection. And so here's the case itself and the box that it comes in. The case is $26.99. With the Neo Hybrid though, there's two different series. There's the Color series and the Lumi series that we have here. And in each of those series, there's different colors of frames that you can get. With the Lumi series, the difference between the Lumi and the Color series is that the interchangeable frames are available in different colors. For the Lumi series has the frames in colors that the Color series doesn't have it in. And the Color series and Lumi series, the difference between the two is besides the different colored interchangeable frames, the TPU color is different between the two as well. The Lumi series uses, from what I can see, a similar color to the frost gray color of the Modelo TPU case, so it's a little more on the grayish side, whereas the Color series incorporates a TPU back that's a little bit more on the dark purplish sort of spectrum. And so that's the differences between the two series, but they're all $26.99 for whichever case in whichever series and whichever color frame you get. So in this video though, we'll be taking a look at the Lumi series, and this is the sparkling blue frame, which hopefully you can see here, sparkling blue. And another cool thing about the Neo Hybrid, with all the Neo Hybrids for the Galaxy S3, is that it also includes a ultra nano clear Steinhaus screen protector from Spigen SGP as well. You get one of those included complimentary for free with the case, which is just awesome. So you do get a pretty much full protection with the Neo Hybrid case because you're getting that screen protector. Albeit though, the screen protector for the Galaxy S3, due to the curved display near the edges, the screen protector only goes not all the way edge to edge, so you do lose out on a little bit of protection here on the near the sides or edges of the display, so keep that in mind as well. And also, I'll actually just show you the screen protector here itself. Once again, new packaging from SGP with their cases for the Galaxy S3. Inside, you'll get a microfiber, a product catalog, the serial number, and one crystal clear, ultra nano clear screen protector. It's ultra thin and it doesn't go edge to edge, unfortunately, with a Samsung Galaxy S3. And let's get back to the case itself. So here it is, and I'll just do a side-by-side comparison between the frame or the TPU here with the Color series, or my bad, the Lumi series, and the Frost Gray Modelo. It's very, very similar. It's a little bit more darker on this gray back, but yeah. So once again, it's a TPU case, high quality TPU that doesn't sag due to the heat of your phone anymore. SGP actually noticed that with their some of their other previous Neo Hybrid cases, so they actually stepped their game up and am now using a newer TPU. Alright, so you got the frame out. It's interchangeable once again, and it's a polycarbonate, very thin and very fragile. A lot of people have noticed this with the Neo Hybrid, not just the Galaxy S3 variant of the Neo Hybrid, but for, you know, the iPhone 4, the 4S, etc. SGP usually uses a very thin polycarbonate frame, and obviously you don't really want a thick frame, but this is very fragile, and if you do have any issues with this, I'm pretty sure that SGP Spigen will guarantee you a fix, or the seller that you buy this from, such as Craytouch. And you can, I'll have a link to where you can purchase this case once again in the video description. And so interchangeable frame and the TPU. Now, how to install this? What I like to do is actually put the frame on. Just line up all the buttons. You put your phone in, top side in first, while the frame is still actually attached, and then you just snap it in. And it's really as simple as that in terms of installation. I found this to be the best way to do it. Everything is usually always lined up very nicely if you install it this way, rather than actually putting the TPU on first and then trying to slip underneath the polycarbonate frame. It usually just works best if you just have it all together all at once and then just slide your phone in like this. So let's take a look at the cutouts. Molded buttons for the power button. A lot of people, I posted a thread on XDA on the availability on the Neo Hybrid cases, and people who received it complained about the sensitivity of the molded TPU button for the power button. And I mean, it is a little bit more sensitive, but from my usage, it really isn't as bad as some people have exaggerated it to be. Overall, I found it not to be really too bothersome. It usually just doesn't even go on when I don't want it to. So I don't know what issues that some people are having. People on the forums have suggested, or actually did, shave off the little TPU on the inside. I don't see why you really need to go to that extreme. It works just fine for me in my opinion. But yeah, if you want to do that, you can go ahead and do so. I believe that Spigen also is making a revision to the Neo Hybrid where it's not as sensitive. I actually don't know the details about it quite yet, but that's I believe I heard something about that. But so just keep in mind, it'd be best if you contact Spigen directly on this issue. It's really not an issue from what I can see, but some people have complained, and if you find it concerning, contact Spigen, and I'm sure they'll give you an answer as soon as possible. We also have a cutout here for the headphone jack. With the Modelo, the cutout was very thin. It's pretty much the same size, but the material of the TPU is very slim here. Whereas because you have TPU here and this interchangeable frame on top of it, it's a bit more smaller because it's just a plain round circle now, and it is a little bit recessed. So I'm pretty sure that not all headphone jacks will go inside this the cutout with this case. If you need to use headphones and it has a big jack, you probably won't be able to use this use your headphones while this case is on. You also have a cutout here for your microphone, and on the back, once again, same cutouts with the Modelo, a pretty fairly aligned cutouts for your LED flash, camera, and speakers. You also have 8.0 mega right here to show that this is an 8 megapixel camera. You also have that same Spigen right there. And this time it's actually engraved, whereas with the Modelo it actually comes up a bit. So, just two differentiating factors between the Modelo and the Neo Hybrid. On the bottom, you also have a cutout here for the micro USB charging port, and another little mini cutout here for your other microphone. Now, I did notice that charging the phone with the stock cable was not an issue. However, due to the recession and very preciseness of the cutout with the Neo Hybrid, specifically not really the Modelo, but with the Neo Hybrid, due to a little bit more recession, I'm pretty sure that you might have some issues with third-party accessories with the Neo Hybrid, so just keep that in mind as well. On the other side, you have another molded button for your volume rockers. Not really an issue. Once again, in my opinion, the volume rockers aren't as sensitive, whereas the power button mold is a little bit sensitive. The volume rockers don't really do anything. You actually need to sort of press them to turn the volume up and down. With the Neo Hybrid, what's not really present with the Modelo is the Modelo actually has a slight rim, a lay on the table design, but it really isn't a lay on the table design just due to the fact that this case isn't really too thick. With the Neo Hybrid, you actually get a really good amount of lay on the table design. It's very thick here with the TPU, and because the interchangeable frame is pretty tight, you do get a decent amount of lay on the table design. And so when you put it on a surface, something on the surface probably won't actually touch the surface unless, you know, it's a big pile of something. So there you guys go. But you also have, once again, that screen protector included as well. So if you have that installed, your screen, the whole phone will be very nicely protected. And overall protection is pretty good with this case. The TPU is very shock absorbent, and because of this nice tight interchangeable frame, you know, it'll keep your TPU intact, your phone intact, and overall protection wise it should be pretty good. And there you guys have it, my full video review on the SGP Spigen SGP Neo Hybrid case for the Samsung Galaxy S3. Once again, this is the Lumi series in sparkling blue. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. Be sure to visit our website at www.alltecunity.com. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I'll see you guys all next time.